So in this last lecture of creating this design, I'm going to show you how to make it more customer friendly by creating some highlights. And I'm going to achieve that by using rectangles. So let's create one by hitting this icon or hitting U on your keyboard and draw a rectangle over here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And as you can see, it will hide the text layers. So I'm going to move down this rectangle to below the products group. And as you can see the text layer. So I'm going to change the color of this rectangle to be white or a little bit gray. Let's use this light gray color for now. And I'm going to hit OK. And as you can see, it's going to hide this separator as well, because the content separators are below this rectangle layer. So I'm going to move this content separator above this rectangle, and now you can see these separators as well. So I have to move this to the left a little bit because it's off to the right. So I'm going to hit V and click on the rectangle layer and move it to the left. And now it's looking good. So as you can see, it's going to highlight some of these text layers. I'm going to create about 4 of these rectangles to make it more customer friendly. But first I'm going to add a layer style to this layer by clicking on this icon in the bottom right corner, and I'm gonna choose the gradient overlay. And with this you can create a transition between multiple colors. In this case I'm gonna create a transition between 2 colors, a light gray color and white. So to do that, I'm gonna change the angle from 90 degrees to 0 degrees, because I want the transition to be horizontal, and I want this to be from the left to the right. And we have to change the gradient colors as well. So I'm gonna click on this gradient, and after that we can click on this icon here, this little black icon. I'm gonna choose a light gray color. So for example, this one will be appropriate, I think. So let's hit OK. And so as you can see, the color is gonna transition from this gray color to this white color. So let's hit OK and hit OK here as well. And now as you can see, it has this little nice effect. So we are gonna use it for here. And I'm gonna duplicate this layer 3 more times. So because I don't want to waste time creating this rectangle and adding this layer effect again. So let's hit Ctrl J 3 times. And let's close these layer styles, because I don't want to see them. And I'm gonna move them down by hitting V, and the second will be on the third one. And I have to resize this, because as you can see it's too large for us, so I'm gonna resize it. For example, this will be alright. And I'm gonna move it to make it so that the text layer is approximately in the middle of this rectangle. So let's move it to the left, to the right, sorry. And let's move the third one. I have to resize it again. Let's hit enter. I think we have to resize it more. This looks good. And let's move the fourth one. So let's select it and move it down. I'm gonna make sure that it takes up the whole bottom of this area. So it's not gonna leave any empty white space here, because I think it doesn't look good, so I'm gonna make it so that it takes up the whole space here. And I think we are done with this design. So with these rectangles, we actually created a very nice effect where the design is more customer friendly, more easier on the eye, more easily readable. So overall it's more fresh, I would say. And you should always look for these kind of layer styles or effects in your design, in my opinion. So this is it for this lecture. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to present your design in a more professional way, and that is how to use mockups. So I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.